Okay, so for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you another bralette. Today you will need about 120 yards of yarn. I used cotton yarn today. Okay, to start off, you always do a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 18. This will be a size medium. For a size small and extra small, you're going to chain 16, and for a size large, you're going to chain 20. Okay, so once you have chained 18, you're going to double crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay, so now you're just going to put one double crochet in each chain all along the edge here, one on each stitch, and I'll meet you back here at the end. Okay, I'm back at the end here. So what you're going to do is turn your work and you're going to chain 3. Then you're going to double crochet 1 in the next stitch. And do that again. And you're just going to repeat that. You're going to put one double crochet in each stitch until you get to the very last one, and I'll meet you back. So I'm back at the end here. I crocheted one double crochet in each stitch. Now I'm going to turn my work this way, and then in that chain 1 from the initial chaining of the 18 that we skipped when we started double crocheting in the second chain from the hook, that first chain, it'll be kind of hard to find, but it's there. And you're just going to put 3 double crochets in that same chain space right there. It's going to be a little tight, but just kind of force it through, and it will look like this. So now you're going to turn your piece like this, and instead of working into like the top part of the stitch, or the regular part that you always work into, for the moment you're going to be working into the back stitch. See how one side has a V shape kind of, and then the other side is this side? That's what we're going to be working into. So you're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way across. And this allows you to kind of work around that middle line or row that we created to give us our cup or boob shape for our bralette. Okay, so you're just going to put one double crochet in each stitch all the way along the edge here, and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm back at the end here. What you're going to do is you're going to turn your piece and you're going to chain 3. And you're essentially going to do similar to what you did in the previous row. You're going to put one double crochet in each stitch. And you're going to continue that process all the way along this edge until that 3 stitches you put in the middle there, that's the middle part. And you're going to stop at the one right before the middle. Okay, so you're going to stop at that one. There's the 1, 2, 3. You're going to stop at the one right before the third one, or the middle one. Okay, so I'm at the middle there. So in that middle stitch, or that middle of the 3, you're going to double crochet 3 in that same stitch. Again, this is going to allow you to curve around the piece to make it a cup shape. Okay, so for the rest of this row, you're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch all along this edge here, and then I'll meet you back over here. This shape should make one half of it a straight edge, and then the other half will be a curved edge. Okay, so this is what your piece should be looking like right now. And you're just going to repeat that same row for a few more rows, depending on your size. It's going to be exactly the same. You're going to turn the piece, chain 3, double crochet 1 in each stitch until you get to the middle. And then in that middle stitch, you're going to put 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and then you're going to finish out the row with 1 double crochet in each stitch. For a size extra small and small, I would just do 1 more row. That'd be a total of 4. That'd be 1, 2, 3, and I'm about to start my 4th row. For a size medium, I would stop at the 5th row. For a size large, I would stop at the 6th or so row. Do this until you have enough coverage on your cup. Okay, so I will meet you back here after I do 2 more rows because I'm doing a size medium, so I'm going to stop at row 5 and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just finished 5 rows. So this is what your cup should be looking like. You can either put it like this or this way, which for this tutorial on this particular bralette, we'll be facing it this way. So you're going to need 2 of these cups, so just wind back and repeat this process, and I'll meet you back when you have 2 of these. Okay, so now I'm back with 2 cups, only this one do not tie off. You're going to turn your work, and then you're going to chain 1, then you're going to half double crochet in that same stitch, half double crochet 1 in the next stitch, and then you're just going to do that all the way across here. You're going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way until that one right before the middle there, and I'll meet you right there. Okay, so we just half double crocheted along that edge, and now you're at the middle, or the one right before the middle. You see that? Then you're going to chain 1. Then you're going to pick up your other bralette, and starting on the curved edge on the one right before the middle, you're going to half double crochet in that one right before the middle there. Okay, so it's just going to seamlessly hook on to the other bra. Okay, so your piece should be looking like this. You're going to half double crochet 1 in each stitch all along this edge here until the last stitch here, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so after you've done that, you're going to turn your piece. You're going to chain 1, then you're going to single crochet in that same stitch. You're going to skip the next stitch, and then you're going to single crochet 5 times in that same stitch. You're going to skip the next stitch, and then just slip stitch into the next one. Okay, so that's going to be your pattern for this row. It's going to create these little scalloped edged detail. So I'll show you a few more times. You're going to skip the next stitch, skip this one, and single crochet in the next stitch. You're going to single crochet 5 in that same stitch. Okay, and then you're going to skip the next stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch into the next one. See, you created another scalloped detail. I'm going to do it one more time to show you guys. You're going to skip the next stitch, then you're going to single crochet in the next one. Single crochet 4 more times in that same stitch, having 5 all together. And you're going to skip the next stitch and slip stitch into the next one. So that will be your pattern for this row. So just continue with that all the way across the top here. Okay, so this is what it should be looking like right now. You have that scalloped edged detail done, and that's going to be the top part of it. And for your strap, you are going to chain 200 because this is going to be a cross back top. So go ahead and do that now. We'll chain out 200. Okay, so once you chained out 200 for your tie, you're just going to attach your yarn to the opposite end of the top and chain out another 200 for the other tie. Okay, now that you have both of your ties on, we can start on the bottom portion of the bralette. Okay, so to start the bottom, you're going to get a new piece of yarn, do a slip stitch, then you're going to chain 10. Okay. After you have chained 10, you're going to pick up your bra on this end. Okay. So now that you have your chain 10 in this corner of the top, you're just going to double crochet into that stitch there. Alright, now you're just going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way along the edge here. You're going to stop at the stitch that hasn't been worked into. You're going to go all the way along this edge, and then you're going to stop at that stitch right there, right before, you know, the one where the top is being worked into. So that we're going to go all the way to the middle stitch there. So just put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way until the middle. And I will meet you at the middle there. The middle. And now what we're going to do is make sure everything's facing the same way. The top scallops are facing downward. So we're just going to double crochet into the middle stitch on this cup. Okay. Then we're just going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch for the rest of the row here. So you're going to put 1 double crochet in each one all the way along the edge here, and I'll meet you back right here. Okay, so I just got done with that row. So this is what it should be looking like at the bottom here. And now you're going to chain out 10. Then you're going to chain 2 more. And then you are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 in that 4th chain. You're going to do 1 double crochet. Then you're going to skip the next 3 chains. Then you're going to double crochet 2 in the next one. chain 2, and then double crochet 2 more in that same stitch. Right here we are creating an open scallop. Now you're going to chain 5, then you're going to skip the next 7 stitches. And then in that one, the next one, you're going to create another open scallop like you did right here. And to do that, you're going to double crochet 2 in the same stitch, chain 2, and then double crochet 2 more in that same stitch. So this is what it should be looking like. You're going to chain 5 again. You're going to skip the next 7 stitches. And then in that next stitch, you're going to create another open scallop, which is double crocheting 2 in that same stitch there. Chain 2, double crochet 2 more in that same stitch. And that's what creates that look right there. Okay, so now you're going to chain 7. Then you're going to skip. Then you're going to skip 10 stitches. Then you're just going to double crochet in that space in the middle there. Just going to double crochet right into there. Like that. You're going to double crochet 1 more. Chain 2. You are creating another open scallop. And then double crochet 2 more in that same space. And now to finish it off, you're going to do the exact same thing you did over here, but in opposite form. So to do that, we're going to chain out 7. And you're going to skip the next 10 stitches. And in that 11th stitch, you're going to create an open scallop, which is double crocheting 2, chaining 2, and double crocheting 2 more in the same stitch. Now you're going to chain 5. And then you're going to skip 7 stitches. And in the next stitch, you're going to create another open scallop. Double crocheting 2, chain 2, double crocheting 2 more. Let's do it one more time. Chain 5, skip 7, and in the next one, you're going to create your last open scallop for this row. I'm going to skip 3 and double crochet 1. And you have 1 more stitch at the end there and double crochet 1 more. So that it is exactly the same as the other side. Okay, so once you finish the row, you're going to turn your piece. Then you're going to chain 3. Then you're going to double crochet in the next stitch there. And then you're going to create an open scallop in this space right there. So you're going to double crochet 2. Chain 2. Double crochet 2 more in that same space. So you're just working an open scallop on top of an open scallop. You're going to do what you did in the previous row. You're going to chain 5. You're going to double crochet 2 in here, chain 2 and double crochet 2 more. You're basically just repeating the process from the previous row. Then you're going to chain 5 and then work another open scallop into the space there. And after you do that, you're going to just chain 7, work an open scallop into that scallop, and repeat the process all the way across this row here. You're just doing the same exact pattern as you did in the previous row. And actually the next 2 rows will be the exact same as this row. Okay, so just repeat what you did on this side, on the other, and I'll meet you back at the end here of this row. Okay, so this is what your piece should be looking like right now. These 2 rows should be exactly the same. So you're going to repeat that same row for 2 more rows, and I'll meet you back here. You can add more rows if you'd like, if you want more length. Okay, so this is what your bralette should be looking like right now. I just finished up 2 more rows of that same pattern. And then this will be the last row. So you're going to take where you left off, and you're going to turn your work, like always, after every row. And you're going to chain 3. You're going to double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet 1 more in the next stitch. And then you're just going to double crochet 1 in the space there. Double crochet 1 in the next 2 stitches. And then you're going to double crochet 1 in each chain. So it's going to be a total of 5 in this space right here. So you're going to double crochet 1 in each chain. For this row, you are basically just leveling it all out. You're just making 1 full double crochet row. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you again, you're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch, 1 in each space, 1 in each stitch, and 1 in each chain, all the way along the edge, all the way until the end here. You're going to want 1 nice full row. Okay, so I just got finished with crocheting 1 full double crochet row, and now your bralette is finished. You can grab your scissors and tie off. Now all that's left to do is sew in your ends and you're ready to wear your bralette.